Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just want to apologize for the lack of content that I have on the channel. I'm actually going to be doing something now. So, I am actually in front of my door to my office. It's not complete. There's still some work I gotta do. There's going to be some boxes. So, yeah, just kind of be wary of that. I understand that I have not done a video in over a year now. I had someone actually comment on like a previous, like one of my update videos saying like, where are you? So this is where I've been. I've been just really concentrating on a job that I have, like my day job. Like YouTube is not my day job, as many of you know. As much as I would like to have, video stuff do, as a day job, it's not my day job. But I digress. So let's go into my office over here. Guess my cat wants to go in too. Anyway, do excuse the boxes. I'm doing some stuff in here, but yeah, this is my office. So just going over a couple of things straight off. On this wall over here, I have a signed Toxic Avenger poster from director Lloyd Kaufman. Really cool. I absolutely love having this one on the right here. Just to prove that I don't have all Ghostbusters stuff in here. Right underneath here, this is a Mark Johnson baseball card from 1993, 92, one of the two. I forgot which one it was exactly, but I have this one because of a little bit of true crime history. If I can focus on this, it would be a lot better. Come on. Well, all right, fine. It's not focusing, but these two on the side here, they are the Menendez brothers. I wonder if I can actually write to them in prison, see if I can get that signed. That would be kind of morbid. Anyway, yeah, excuse all this kind of stuff right here. I'm slowly going through all the boxes in here. And yeah, my cat is totally, nonplussed. Anyway, let's start over on this wall. Yeah, a bunch of other stuff I'm going through. So first off, over here, these are all the patches I've collected since around 2015, 2016. I got some pretty rare ones according to a lot of the guys on the internet. Some ones you can't even get anymore. But that's really cool. That's kind of neat to actually hear that. I should actually redo this and actually have the two main logos like dead in the center. But I didn't think of that when I was posting these up. Right above it, I have 3 animation cells. This is my all-time favorite animation cell. That was the first one I got from the real Ghostbusters. And I also have some production drawings. That's Winston. I got Egon right here, and I got Peter. I do need to try to find a Ray production drawing. I have contacts, like one of my good friends on Instagram. He goes by the art of RGB or so. I think that's what it's called. I think that's his page. If not, I'll link it down in the description. He has regular claim sales that he sells these, and I got the production drawings from him. I got this one from him as well. This one I got from a different seller on eBay. This one I also got from a different seller on eBay as well. But a majority of my animation sales did come from this guy. His name's Joe. He's really good. He's a really good guy. I didn't have any space for this one over here, but I'll get to that in just a sec. It's one of the monsters from one of the episodes. I forgot which episode though. I really need to label these to actually identify what episodes they come from. Exclusion with this one, because I actually did reach out because I got this one before I got all the other ones. Yeah, this one actually comes from Revenge of Maury the Mantis. One of my favorite episodes, so that's really cool. I got some screen accurate newspapers from the first movie, second movie. I got the USA Today one from the first movie on the other wall there. I'll show you that one just a sec. And on the back wall here, I have the 4 canon Spangler Saga movies. Cat, can you not? My cat wants to be part of the video. Dumbass. Anyway. But yeah, got the first one. Second, Afterlife and Frozen Empire. A lot of people kind of like saying that like it was a little too cartoony, Frozen Empire, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. But yeah, this one I just got, so it was nice to finally kind of have all the posters like set up like this. Like as soon as I saw this office when me and my wife were looking at houses, and this one came up and we came touring it, I instantly saw just the posters on the back wall here. I misjudged it slightly because I thought it was going to be a little bit more room that I could actually put all four on the back wall here, and have like open space on this side just so I could have like, like some autographs and stuff. But anyway, it didn't work out, but I like how it turned out. And speaking of autographs, I do have some of my autograph collection on the back wall, on this wall over here. I need to find the my DTOF hardware and all the other parts to my DTOF that's going to be going over in here. It might be covering a little bit of the poster over here, but I'll deal. So I got Greg Smith. He's the original Barry Byrne from the 1996 game Resident Evil. He's from the live action scenes. Jeremy Bullock, the original Boba Fett. President Kevin Ba of the Micronation of Molossia. Anybody who's been like, pretty big fan of like, the Nostalgia Critic and that guy with the glasses and all that history knows who that guy is. But I kind of knew about Molossia before. Well, actually, no, I can't say that. I found out Molossia, like everybody else who was in that fandom at the time. But I recently just got this one and I finally framed him up. Bill Amend, he's the creator of Foxtrot, cartoonist. I like how he has a drawing of Quincy on the bottom there. Absolute humble guy. He was great to talk to. Nathan Fillion, that my wife got me for, I think, Valentine's Day one year. Very top here. Paul Eating, voice of the Colonel from Metal Gear Solid. Absolutely a blast to talk to. I absolutely love talking with this guy. He actually encouraged me to actually get my Snake cosplay back up and running, so I'm probably doing that like a future con if I ever go back to cons kind of frequently, but we'll see. Gotta love the Avenger drapes I got here. Some of my Ghostbuster stuff, I gotta put that in the box. I have all my Ghostbuster stuff in. 3D printed blaster that I'm using for my custom Mandalorian if I ever get that off the ground. It's all time that I just don't have right now. My collection of Scully caps, I gotta find a place for those. All right, here's my absolute collection of Ghostbuster stuff. Okay, going from the top there, that's just overflow up top there. That box is my Kenny Omega action figure collection that I need to find a place for, which I don't know where I'll put it in here, but I'll think of something. On this shelf over here, that's my physical media of all the Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters media I have. I have an old copy of 1 and 2 that I got on DVD. Wow, I can't even think of like old media nowadays. That's sad. Family size Ghostbuster cereal. I don't have any cereal in there because I ate it and it was tolerable. Next over here, that's the AMC Mini Puff cup. I have him on the innocent face right now. He also has like kind of like a different face on his back there. Going to my right over here, that's a 2016 container of Ecto Cooler. No longer has it in there because I drank it. Ecto Cooler beer that comes from a local brewery here in Connecticut called Avarian. Really good. I hope they do make it again. They made another version of it called Pink Slime that corresponded with like the second movie, but oh well. I missed out on it because I was working at the time, but it happens. Okay, a can of Ectoplasm energy drink, which it's still in there. I'm surprised just that it actually lasted as long as it has. I have the minifigs from the Lego Ecto One. The Ecto One and the Firehouse are not in the collection right now. They're at my parents' house. I gotta still go back over there and grab them. Yeah, I still got a whole bunch of crap at my parents' house. That's the Jada Toys Diecast Ecto One, and also my main trap, my costume trap. It doesn't open. It used to flash. I need to get a new battery pack for it because it kind of like got corroded and kind of messed up with the circuitry, so I need to rewire it. That's an eventual project. Next one down, I have all my pop figures. So I have all the original ones over here, including Luz in the back there. That's one of the newer. Those two are some of the newer versions. I need to get Peter and Winston, but they're a little bit on the pricier side now because they discontinued them. And I just actually read that they're making Ghostbusters 2 pop figures, so I'm kind of excited about that. So this shelf is probably going to get expanded quite a bit in the coming months. And I also have a special edition Peter. You can't really see it, but he's slimed. It came with a t-shirt and that trap container up there. I also have Mr. Gruberson. I don't know why I saved the boxes that was up there. Oh well, whatever. And also Spangled Spirit. That's a New York Comic Con exclusive. Well, they say it's convention exclusive, but I bought it off of Funko's website because I wasn't able to get to New York Comic Con for it. Next shelf over here, my Ghostbusters mug. I got that randomly at Walmart one day. It's filled with the darts to the Ghost Popper. A book of little stickers I got with a trap that's over there. I'll show you in just a moment. That is my real MT500 radio that they use in the first movie. On the back wall over here, that's the special edition of the Genesis version of Ghostbusters, the video game. And if you know anything about this one's actually like a custom-made homebrew game where it includes Winston and Lewis. Next up, I have the Mega Drive version of Ghostbusters, the game, and I also have a reproduction of the original Ghostbusters Genesis game. I did not know that was a reproduction until I did a little more research after I got it. Mini Puffs Hallmark Christmas tree ornament. Some packaged Ghostbusters 2 cards still with the gum inside. Gum's probably disintegrating in there, but I don't touch them, so that's okay. The Spirit Halloween Paranormal Investigator badge. In the back there, that's my old license plate from when we lived down in Virginia. In front of them, I got the newer Stay Puft from like the newer, is it Kenner line, I think it is? I really don't remember. I also have Mr. Potato Head dressed as a Ghostbuster. And a rubber ducky that's dressed up as Slimer. I got one of the Mini Puff surprises. I want to try to find the entire set, but this is the one I got so far. And I have the entire set of the training cards from Ghostbusters 2. And the trap that came with that over there is right there. It lights up, it makes noise, it's pretty fun. And right there is Janine's lucky coin from a deleted scene that was used as a after credit scene in an Afterlife. On the bottom over here, we got more physical media. I got my 2 copies of the Ghostbusters, the album. I have the original from 1984, 1985 on the side here, and the re-release that came out in, I think, 2016 when Answer the Call came out. I think that's when they started actually putting like all those in there. I really don't know. I also have Ghostbusters, the complete visual history. I need to pre-order the art of real Ghostbusters. That's on my Amazon wish list. Next to that, I have the Actomobile owner's manual. That is done by one of the greats in the Ghostbuster community, Troy Benjamin. I found that on eBay, like after like I think it got like discontinued or something. I don't know. Next over there are the 4 hard copy Ghostbusters and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Really good read. I don't know. I found it fun. And my other assorted comics, which I need to organize by series. I do have like the 4-part. Like I'll go through those at like a different video, or I think I have like a different video. Or if you want to check my social media, I do have like kind of showing those off. But I didn't show the hard copy, so now I am. In the back here, I got a few Plasma Series figures. That's is that Ray or Peter? I can't tell. Can't tell from my angle. I think that's Peter. I think that's Ray. Too much glare. Anyway. But that one's definitely Egon. And the mini pups. And from those, I have copies of the original NES games for Ghostbusters 1 and 2. I'm trying to find a new Ghostbusters 2 for a good price. So if anybody knows about that one, please let me know. Stay Puft Marshmallows. And the Toymobile Ecto 1A. On the very bottom here, that's a Ruby's DL44 from Star Wars. I'm going to find a place for that, don't worry. And I got some more pop figures over here. The banquet room scene. Venkman in the firehouse. And the Ecto 1 with Trevor. Going over onto this side of the wall. I have a few more props. This is a replica Samurai Edge from Resident Evil. The IB-94 from The Mandalorian that I repainted. It was a rubies. It was like white and orange. I repainted it. Bottle of Crystal Head vodka, which I will probably open on like very special occasions. The Funko Pop Ecto 1 that came with the Winston. I really didn't like how they really did Winston poorly here. Just kind of looping back over here. He's shorter than the rest of the guys. I don't get it. That is a pair of Spirit Halloween goggles that I repainted. That is, wow, that's really dusty. That is the Mattel PKE meter. Right here is my AMC Ghost Trap popcorn bucket. Both the popcorn bucket and the mini puff cup were given to me by my friends who know I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, and for my birthday, like last year, yeah, it was like after we got back from Dubai. I have the Secret Lair Magic the Gathering Real Ghostbusters cards. This is a Slimer Jello mold that, you know, if you know, you know. There's always room for Jello. That's another animation cell. I don't know where that, like, what episode that's from. I'll probably relocate that one when I get my Firehouse Lego set back here, because I think it'll probably go over here. Oh, and also that's my uncle, my great uncle's Garrison hat from when he was in the army. That was my attempt to make the Afterlife family portrait. All I really did was just kind of take the same image, kind of cropped it a little bit, because there's like wording on the bottom, and I just had it printed. I'm probably trying to darken up the frame a little bit, but we'll see what happens. This right here is called a Mylar. It's one of those like kind of like, you know, when you go to like movie theaters, Mark, you know, they have that like right outside the theater, you know, lit up, that sort of thing. I have seen frames from, but I haven't found one yet that I really liked. Ghostbusters 2 print I found randomly while at the Elephant's Trunks flea market. Next to that is another print. I got this one from a man. Well, I got this one from a guy named Tom Ryan. He does these really cool prints. I got it at Retro World 2023, I think. Yeah, I think it was that year that I got this one. The USA Today Ghost Fever Grips New York headlined. It's from the same guy who did these two over here. I'll get to the autographs in just a sec. That's another print that I found while at this really cool store here in Connecticut called Weirdo Wonderland. He has odd time, like, operating hours. So if you ever kind of want to visit him, just check out his Instagram. I'll link him down below. This is the family portrait for the podcast YHS. Yes, have some. This was a limited edition print that they only had 50 of, and I got number 44. I think it's 44 or 43, one of the two. I figured I had to because they're one of my favorite podcasts. So going over the autographs I have over here for Ghostbusters. Brute Force, he was only in the first movie for about 5 seconds, but he's forever in our hearts. Logan Kim and McKenna Grace. Finn Wolfhard. Lillian Atherton. Hey, don't be a peck. And yeah, it's true. Michael Ensign, he was the hotel manager in the first movie. If I ever get this signed by Jane Aykroyd, that would be pretty awesome. And on the very bottom here, we have Howie Weed. He was the stand-in for Demonic Vigo and also Demonic Ray in the second movie. Behind the door here, I have a little more stuff. I really need to go through this. This will be constantly evolving. But on the top here, these are awesome prints. Like if you ever want something that's kind of looks like old Japanese art and stuff, this is the guy to go. I will link them down in the description. Great stuff that they have. They have all sorts of prints. This one was the Metal Gear Solid one, which I absolutely love. I love how this looks. Going down here, this is a canvas print for Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, it doesn't even say Metal Gear Solid 3. I think oh well. But that's the pachinko version of Big Boss there. And on the bottom here, I have the original newspaper that came on October 22nd, 2015. Yeah, I got this specifically from USA Today. A few more autographs here. I have Doug Walker. That was my first time I ever met him. I know a lot of people have pretty strong opinions about Channel Awesome, the Nostalgia Critic, that sort of thing, but I used to be a huge fan. I have to be honest, completely honest, I have not watched any of the new stuff in quite some time, and I prefer to watch everything that he had before To Boldly Flee, because that's what I remember. And underneath here, I have Tim Kurtzgro. He is the voice of NBA Jam. He asked me, which one, what saying I would like on this. I just told him, I want you to put your favorite one. So he put his favorite one. He is amazingly talented. He just has that booming voice. He's a great guy to talk to. All the all these voice actors and all these other kind of internet celebrities that I've met, they've been nothing but awesome. And on the back, I think you see in the reflection, I do have something on the back of the door here. I only have it on the back of the door because my wife forbids me from having it out in public. My signed Room poster by Tommy Wiseau. And the whole reason why she's allowed me to keep it is because A, it's signed, and B, it's on the back of my door. And just a whole bunch of hats over here. But yeah, this is my office. It's a work in progress, so please bear with me. As soon as I'll probably change up this video as soon as I get, as soon as I kind of get everything kind of situated in here and get rid of all these boxes. Then I can go through everything that's on the bottom here. Oh, my proton pack. I completely forgot that was there. But yeah, my 80% scale proton pack from Spirit Halloween that I have multiple videos that have talked about this. So if you want to check those out, I'll link a few down in the description. But yeah. Oh, I never even checked out my computer area over here. I apologize. This is going to be a very rambling video. I should have said that at the beginning. But anyway, my podcasting mic, which I hope to officially use. Like, me and my friend are actually planning something. A couple more Funko Pops. I got Shipwreck there on the right, Trevor Belmont, and Naked Snake. Me and my friend Dale from high school on our graduation day. I got other photos here too. My friend group, and me being a creeper in the back of this one. Come on, focus. There we go. Being a creeper there. That's a picture of my grandfather when he was in the Army. There's my father when he was in the Navy. A couple badges. I don't know why I have those. I just kind of got those. Some Nerf magazines. My custom made. This is my oldest surviving prop I've ever made. I made this out of like just old vacuum cleaner parts and just a whole bunch of other crap that I found down in the basement. And this was totally Covertech compatible too, because I had one of those. I just don't know where the Covertech clip is, but it was compatible. Have my collection of pins over here, and the video games I have not officially gone through and to actually put onto. And yes, that is the version of San Andreas that you can actually have hot coffee. In the back there, I got the Bandai Star Wars figures and my one Black Series Boba Fett. I gotta get more Black Series. Those are great figures. But yeah, those were models I made. And a Boba Fett from Disney Infinity. I have an entire box full of like Disney Infinity figures that I need to find a place for. That's the big thing. My computer, which I need to replace the keyboard because I do not like the Mac keyboard. It is way too small for my tastes. And my mess. And more autographs that I just haven't put up or anything. I'm going to like constantly change up my autograph collection in here, so it's not going to be the same autographs. I'm going to frame everything and just kind of put them up as I go. You know, kind of change them out every so often. But yeah, that is my office. Thanks for joining me in here. And in about a couple of weeks, when I'm able to really clean in here and actually get rid of most of this clutter over here, then it will look really nice. So yeah, thanks for watching, and keep watching. See you soon.